It's gonna be on fire when we get there because of Zorba, right?
Can you walk, lad?
That's a relief. Seems like the rest on the right here did him some good.
Poor chap's even gotten me worried. I'll shuffle along too.
Hey, I reacted poorly when you were turned into that thing. I apologize. My mind just went blank. For a moment, I doubted you. Forgive me. I should have recognized Luis's drivel for what it was.
I don't blame you. It certainly caught me by surprise.
And here's hoping there can be no surprises worse than that.
But what a sea of trees. If we get lost in here, we're never getting out.
I can sense a
Gallica
special
should know the
barrier
way.
in place. Meant to deliberately lead people astray, too. A perfect place to hide.
Gallica, how fares His Highness? Does the Farsight Mirror yield any news?
No. I checked a bunch of times in the Gauntlet Runner. I'm not seeing anything. I'm worried.
Hurry and lead the way.
Right. Everyone
Right.
stay close so we don't get separated. The village is this way.
Like, maybe. Don't worry about the prince. His life is in our hands. Oh. He believes in a world where people can make their own future, just like you. He's the only one who can see that dream become a reality. Okay. I'm just wondering, back to Luis. Did he perhaps create the human monsters with his magic that they wouldn't exist without him?
This looks like... Who are you?
Are you alright?
I hate swimming. What is this place?
The royal flower? A surprise to see them blooming here.
Something about this place. Yes. The flow of Magla is strong here.
I'm
It is
beginning to
much
suspect
like
that
the
Will's not
altar
from
of the
around
dragon
here.
God. The Magla in the air seems to be concentrated here. What is this place?
Gallica, something the matter? Your mind seems elsewhere.
Oh, sorry. I've got this weird feeling that something really important happened here. Anyway, let's keep moving.
So
Zorba?
here you are at last.
Yes, I thought that was Zorba. Maybe it's not.
How odd. This place is clearly in ruins, but it doesn't look like natural decay.
It was burned to the ground. One day, a bunch of kingdom soldiers showed up out of the blue. Without so much as a reason. They made an inferno of the place.
But why? Why would His Majesty order such an atrocity?
Thinking back now, it may have been Forden who
No, it
led
was
the charge.
Forden.
I can't be certain. But if it was up to him, he would have done it just to purge the filthy Elda tribe.
Luis claimed that the Eldan people were just another form of the humans. If he spoke true,
They're not. There's no way. Anyway, more than half of the villagers died in the fire. And those who survived were forced to hide in caves. That way everyone would think they were wiped out.
'Tis a shrewd ploy indeed, to hide in a place the enemy themselves saw destroyed. Yet, why did Alcest? No matter. His Highness is in this cave, correct?
Yes, over there.
What? That...
he draws no breath. Likely a stab in the back. I doubt he even had time to shout.
I recognize him. He was the associate of the first operative I came in contact with. He was a lot more skilled than those Sanctist warrior monks. But now...
Gallica, the cave is just ahead, yes?
Yes. It's past the woods, over there.
Then we move.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Hopefully we get there in time. We need to get to the cave. Smuggle, I'm sensing. I'm worried about the prince. We need to hurry over to the hideout on the lower level. Those fairies? Fairies. I feel like they're a little alarmed if we all swarmed in on them as a big group like this. For now, let's leave them be and move on. It's a fairly old Egyptian man. It seems he's working for a body to rest.
Russell? You're safe!
My word. Is that you, Gallica?
You were His Highness's tutor.
I know but one red-tressed knight. Are you the royal guard? The Lady Hulkenberg? By the heavens. Then...
She's been helping us. Everyone here is a trusted ally. They've all fought to save the prince.
Alas. Oh, what a tragedy. If this reunion had only been a moment sooner.
Russell, where is His Highness? What happened? Is His Highness safe?
A few days ago, those detestable cursed thorns finally faded. I cannot tell you how long I had waited to see them gone. It was truly a joy beyond words. It happened before we could fathom it. A lone stranger, a loathsome figure came striding in. His Highness had only just regained consciousness since the curse's lifting. Yet, to protect us, he threw himself upon the assassin's blade. We were horror-struck. His Highness lay pierced through the heart, and we saw him breathe his last.
No, that can't be true.
The stranger was a master of magic. None could match him. Of the Resistance's numbers, only I remain.
Who was responsible for this?
I don't know who the murderer was, but he cried his patron's name aloud as he did the deed. For Count Luis, from the moment he appeared, I believe his sole purpose was to kill His Highness. As soon as the lifelight left the prince's eyes, the stranger left, with only a smile.
An innocent boy. Twice tormented in the clutches of assassins. All because of the family he was born into.
Luis, there really is no evil you won't stoop to.
Please, Russell. Where is the prince?
We've laid him in the prayer room for now, at the end of the cave. He rests
So we're gonna
just this way.
reanimate the prince?
You're coming. Aren't you, love?
I must go to him.
You're right. Maybe we'll find some way to help.
Ah, I'd heard a rumor that there was a boy candidate who claimed to be His Highness. So, that was you? 'Tis just as Cinderella said. You're no scoundrel. Indeed, you risked life and livelihood to see His Highness restored. Strange. Something in you reminds me of His Highness.
Something wrong?
No, it's nothing. Well, I will go before you to the prayer room. Once you are ready, you are free to join me.
Where's the prince? I think I'll help Russell lay this body to rest.
You going to stay here?
No. I must bear witness myself. As his knight, I must.
Let's go, see the prince's body.
I'm a little worried.
Sneak as much as quick as I can. Prince is in a prayer room low level. I don't want to believe it. We need to get this. We need to see him for ourselves.
It's nearly time.
Who's that? His voice.
Long have I waited.
Let's just keep going down.
You must hurry. The time has come.
Time for what?
All was for this day. There is still time.
It's just ahead. Are you ready? All right, go.
Hey.
Oh, Your Highness, for you to forfeit your life on stay of ours can only mean that we have truly failed you. There can be no atonement, no penance to match the magnitude of our failure. Whatever.
This way.
No.
Your Highness.
Why?
I didn't realize anyone still remained to weep over this child. Huh? Gallica! You've returned!
Milady Gruade. It's been a long time.
May I ask who this is?
She is the chiefess of this village. The Hermitess Gruade.
She was kind enough to shelter the entire organization when His Highness fled to these woods.
I can't believe he's gone. I'm just some parapus orphan from the slums. I was never supposed to outlive any prince. Was he killed here?
No. It all happened in the bunk room in the back. We moved him here to the altar once all was quiet. I don't know if you'd believe me, but I received a revelation. Should the prince die, his body should be kept safe and still here until the rightful day comes, even if the boy is but a bastard sired by that despicable man. He is still Her Majesty's son.
Despicable?
Yeah.
What, you mean the king? Wait, who's Her Majesty?
Do you know nothing of the child's mother? The boy was not brought across borders to us. He was born here, in the ancient sanctum. His mother was our past chiefess, the queen of our Elder tribe. She was a flower amidst the forests, a woman of such beauty, grace, and kindness. She saved this child from the flames. And it cost her her life. Her death is on that man's hands. Like a piper, he wandered in and seduced the young queen with his idealistic tales. But he failed to protect his family.
I feel like she's
and
not
died
talking about the
powerless.
king.
The village was only set ablaze because the boy was in the way of the Sanctus Church's designs on the throne. And that insipid king could do nothing to stop them. But you see, this boy, His Highness the Prince, looks so much like Her Majesty. And so... You there, boy. Are you perhaps... no, it can't be. And yet...
Is something amiss, Milady Gruade? He is one of Gallica's allies. His loyalty stands with His Highness, and he has risked much in the prince's name.
Whoa! What's with the formal introduction? You were the one who gave us our orders in the first place.
Hurry.
I hear that voice again coming from somewhere.
Are you okay?
The time has come. Here thou camest to the end of thy journey. This secret place was home to thee. Now remember thy path thus far. Walk thy life's road and see it anew. I have been waiting for thee to overcome thy trials. Long have I waited for thy return. Know this, his life is not yet ended.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
It all started on that ill-fated day when the usurper thought to extinguish his light. Before he fades away, recount all thou hast seen and felt, all thou hast gained in thy journey's course.
I look now to the past, I see the roads I traveled on this journey.
Gallica and thee sought to take the head of Luis, but thy efforts came to naught.
Oh,
So
now we're gonna get a
you
recap,
moved
okay.
instead to join a tournament to decide the land's king.
In the prince's
In
name.
the prince's name.
Though thy plan was reckless, thou didst win the trust of the people by the support of peers and subjects alike. Thus, thou didst declare thyself the prince.
Oh, well, I guess it was
all
a
a
mistake.
After overcoming many obstacles, thou didst finally lift the prince's curse. Yet by the cruel machinations of another, the young prince
Lies dead before
He
me.
lies dead before me.
Thy sole mission was to save the prince. Bereft of him, thou hast no further reason to live.
I'm gonna say that's not true.
That's not true.
If the prince is dead, wert thy efforts all for naught?
Yeah, his will lives
lives
on.
So thy resolve is yet unbroken. So be it. Thou hast earned the truth. He was
Please, what is the truth?
consumed by the curse, and was taken by a deep, abiding slumber. Yet his soul remained alive, so from his earthly form, I extracted his soul, that he might travel the land in Odyssey. And thus his stilled sands began
Wait,
to
she's
flow
saying that she
once
put
more.
his soul in the
Thy
will.
journey hast taken thee far, and taught thee much. So now I ask thee, who art thou?
I'm the
Prince's
prince's
friend?
friend.
Is that truly thy role? Clear your mind and think, to name but a few. Thy parents, memories of thy youth? Hast thou any recollection of where and how thy youngest years were spent? Yes, thy memories begin the moment thou befriend the prince. Dost thou suspect the reason?
I feel like Will was created as a vessel for the prince's soul. That's what it's gonna be. Oh.
I don't have a past.
As I said, thou hast nothing. Thou art
And the
a
voice-
being of mine
Yep.
own creation.
Is the
'Twas
prince's
Gallica
mom.
alone who the resistance laid their hopes upon all those days past. Thy life had yet to begin. All thou hadst, all that had been bestowed, was a memory. Thy mission to save the prince. Thy memories of youth in the prince's company, and the void enshrouding all else in thy past. All signs of thy conjured existence.
I have nothing?
Nay, the words of the prince in thy memory are unmistakably of his true heart. The memories gained on thy journey, the friendships made, the trust forged. These true things art thine own. All thy trials, all thy experiences wert to prepare thee for this day, to share the strength thou hast gained with thy other self.
Yeah,
My other
what, is
self.
she like in the reunite the souls? Trust measure I've gained has been there to support me, but if they'd known I came from nothing, that I am nothing, people stood by me, believed in me. The same goes for the desire to help anyone in need. How is it that I've touted such a laughably idealistic belief this long?
Accept the truth, and thou wilt face an ordeal beyond any you have yet faced. If thy desire is instead for freedom, thou mayest still abandon thy mission and end it here.
Is that right?
I see. My true identity is...
So I bid thee answer my final question. Who art thou in truth?
The prince.
I am the prince.
What is this? I feel a curious resonance. Could this be? But how? Impossible.
Hey, what's going on?
What
Are
awaits
they
us
gonna
now?
merge together?
Life is not yet lost. Thou wert born apart from the prince's flesh, born of his desire to change the world.
This is some strong magic.
In his stead didst thou travel the world. Thou didst support his heart, and became his living fantasy. That is thy true self. Thou art everything the prince sought to be, his ideal. It all began with the novel in thy possession. Drawn by the divine relic, Magla coalesced into flesh, and flesh coalesced into form. The form of an elder, as I once was. Time hath come. Awaken, reborn anew. No more the prince's dream of utopia thou wouldst chase. Nay, but thine own.
Yeah, okay, so they just both disappear. Yep, here comes the merging.
What? What is this?
What's happened?
Thou hast done well to guide him this far.
This voice. I'm sure I've heard it before.
Thy mind should now be clearing. Remember now thy true charge. He was never a member of the Resistance. The mission, the departure, was thine alone. And thereafter didst thou encounter him.
Who are you? Wait, what am I saying?
In those long ago days, he had just been born into this land. Newborn in form, if not in appearance, the boy needed a guide. Thus, I decided his memories would be thine. Thou wouldst share past and purpose, a memory so crafted to suit thee. My journey to the capital would not be made alone, but alongside him.
No, That can't be. He was there when we got our orders.
I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
No. But I was alone?
By this choice, he might be saved. By these gentle, necessary lies, we could live to see this day when our dearest wish is fulfilled. As he traveled alongside thee, he gained both strength and wisdom. It is only by thy efforts that my voice reached him. He has now been saved. And so the journey ends here. Thou hast fulfilled thy mission admirably.
What?
Yeah, what do you mean it ends here?
What do you mean it ends here?
From here on, thy path is thy own. Choose thy own future for thyself, and may the fates smile on thy journey.
How do we make sense of this?
I'm wondering the same thing, Hulkenberg.
Really, you? How... I mean, how do you feel?
I feel lighter? Like, what? What kind of answer is that? I feel lighter? I'm gonna go if I feel fine.
I feel fine, I think.
There seems to be no doubt. He is still himself. But I also sense His Highness within him.
Everyone? I need to tell you something. The truth is...
So let me get this straight. You're saying it's not a matter of our captain and His Highness joining together, but that the former was this disembodied entity sprung from the latter?
Then that's why he had no memories? 'Cause he didn't even exist?
I see.
I feel like they really didn't play up the whole missing memories thing enough.
Feeling I had sensed upon our meeting. What shaped you, so to speak?
It just feels like his
was
past
the
never really
prince's
came
will
up.
Itself, a part of his consciousness. Yes, the prince's very heart. He was his soul given flesh. Perhaps the form we knew was one shaped by material magla, much like how the dragon god manifests beyond the vessel Drakadios.
A mass of magla with a will. Forget the dragon god. He may as well have been a dragon himself. Small wonder he awakened to an archetype before anyone else. It was no great aptitude for magic. He himself was composed of pure magla.
The self, as a manifestation of one's desires. Similar to archetypes. I suppose this is the very essence of magic.
You mean to say that it was not merely pretense to claim the prince's name? He truly was His Highness all along?
If that's true, this is finally your reunion with your sworn liege. Seems like cause for rejoicing, eh? Lady Hulkenberg of the Royal Guard.
But I failed to protect His Highness.
No. I am sure the strength of your devotion had a hand in saving him.
While all and sundry believed the lad had shuffled off, you alone kept the faith, milady. And in the end, that faith was rewarded.
Fate was changed.
Are you really His Royal Highness the Prince?
Supposedly.
Please, please forgive me, Your Highness. I failed you when you needed me most. And more, despite being a member of your royal guard, I did not recognize Your Highness at our meeting and showed you such insolence.
Actually, you've been there for me this whole time.
He's right, you know. If we'd not met you, we'd certainly never have made it this far.
This time, I will protect you. even should it cost
Get
me my
up.
very life. I swear to it.
Finally, we've done Grius proud. We've really done it.
By the way, what are we supposed to call you now? I mean, how would you prefer to be addressed, my lord?
Same way as always.
Same as always.
No, Your Highness! With all respect, I must object.
But this is no time to be thick-headed, Miguel. He's the one who gets to decide what we bally call him, so we'll listen to him, eh? What?
You, sir, should be begging His Highness for forgiveness on bended knee. You mangled the royal runner to your own whimsy, you lout!
Well, that is. I mean, it was all dashed useful in the end, wasn't it? A bit of clemency, Your Highness.
So much for acting same as always.
It's beyond belief. Not just that a child who'd lain cold for years could come back to us, but through such extraordinary circumstances. After so long in the curse's thrall, he could not even open his eyes. He may as well have been a corpse. But all this time, he had been on his own journey. It was the boy's dearest wish. He spoke of a fantasy of traveling the world, meeting its people, seeing its truths. And without him even knowing, magic made it real. He is a child of Eldan blood and Eldan legacy. All these years he spent in the village, he has rested near the secret of true magic. Perhaps this is how it came to be.
His was a fantasy surpassing fantasy. It became more than a dream, but a self-possessed force acting of its own volition. And now, reunited, Prince and fantasy live anew.
A journey to discover and reclaim the self, in all senses. No wonder he set off the custom igniter in the Royal Gauntlet Runner. It was the Crown Prince himself.
Even having it all explained like this, it feels like nothing short of a miracle.
I can only guess that
Feels like something. I'm not sure I want to say it's a miracle.
That's right. I remember. I heard a voice. Guide him, it said.
Guiding voice?
A voice? Whose?
If you can't remember anything from before our journey, then we probably met after you'd only just... happened, right? I
Yeah.
shouldn't have known you then. But for some reason, I was convinced that we'd always been together. I thought we'd both received the order to save the prince, too. Ever since the moment I heard that weird voice guiding me.
A voice? Lady Gruade mentioned a revelation. Hold on, are we still being mystic and metaphorical, or was there an actual guide involved?
I know someone was guiding me. I just don't know who.
So a disembodied
Pretty
voice.
sure it was his mom.
Hang
You know,
on.
the prince's mom, you know, the
Come to think of it,
Elden Queen.
that sounds a bit familiar for me too.
Hey, who do you think the voice belongs to? Any idea?
Sort
I
of.
have a faint idea, but I'm not entirely sure.
I have a
Come to think of
guess.
it, this place, the light coming in, they seem familiar.
I might say the same. When I first acquired this power, I had a vision of somewhere not unlike these
Oh
grounds.
gosh, this isn't gonna be like Final Fantasy VIII where it turns out they were all from the same,
Perhaps
you know,
someone has been
orphanage.
at your side unseen, watching over the course of your journey. I imagine all this comes as a great shock for you as well. But here you are, back in your rightful place. You have come to the end of your arduous journey and found new life. It is a life well won, grasped with your own two hands.
Chief Gruade, we want to know everything. What is the truth behind your tribe, the Elder? We Mustari are also said to have inherited truths of the world before us. Histories hushed by sanctism. But this village, It is something altogether different. I myself feel a strange familiarity here. A lost haven underground, yet letting of the sky's light. Please, tell us, what is the Elder Tribe?
To know what we are, you must first know our history. Come to the altar room past the door. I'll wait for you there.
Okay. This is a lot to take in. Oh. It just, I don't know. Like, I don't hate this story turn. But I kind of felt like, okay, we finally have this down moment, right? He supposedly reveals that Will is actually a human. He shows his human monster form. And then we find out that, the prince, that this village are in danger, and we get here, the prince is dead. And then immediately it's like, oh no, actually, you were the prince the entire time, and everything is gonna, I don't know, I feel like this game to me is just like there have been some lows, but they're just not. They don't let them like sit, like fester enough to actually be something. It's like as soon as like a low hits, it's automatically, it's like this. It's like, hello, gotta go back up. Gotta immediately back up. Oh, I don't know. I'll continue here in a moment. All right, so obviously, new shirt means new day for me, same day for you. Let's go find out more about all this. Whatever the hell's happening here. Hermetus Ruda.
Does this depict the Elder Tribe?
Elda comes from an ancient word, meaning only the old ones. It was an alias given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited the village in the distant past. As for our original name, you know it well by now. We were humans.
The human
tribe. It is a
tribe.
monster.
So Luis's words.
There is no human tribe. Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then. We were all one people. Humankind.
A world united. But wait. The ruins on Virga Island. There's nothing left of the civilization today. Was it destroyed? Why? How?
A war. One that all but destroyed the world past. But its destruction was born of the discovery of Magla. Or as you call it today, magic.
I think we call it Magla too.
Do you wonder what they battled over? Without the divided tribes, what could they have disagreed on? They were racked by division. Over the abstract, undefinable idea of rightness. They tried to destroy something invisible, and destroyed only themselves.
Right, so I'm gonna take a guess here that the Magla corrupted the humans and turned them into the monsters, or the monster form.
And any idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world and gave way to war. And their age of prosperity came to be called the world before. The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after.
So wait, are all tribes originally humans? And it was torn apart by feelings that giving rise to the tribes as we know them.
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the choice, I know they'd rather live in a world without tribal division. And yet the truth is, that world's already fallen apart. More than that, it's how we all got here.
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by Magla, however, it was only a matter of a scant few centuries. You understand now, yes. We, the Elda, are the survivors of the old world. Our ancestors fled the flames of war and thus escaped the ensuing divisions.
Mr. Prince best to say, I am a scion of both the old world and the new.
It beggars belief. Tis nothing short of astounding. But then, why do we know these monsters as humans?
By the war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was beyond all control. Our world became a hell. Rampant Magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that better than you ever wished to. Humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to melancholia. Broken, horrifying testaments to their own mistakes in the war of magic. Some persist, breed, and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out. Even we do not know the full scope of their nature. Regardless, when the 8 tribes settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering, insane monsters. Therefore, we took on an alias instead. The same one by which we are known today. The Elda.
So, the old world couldn't control its magic, and... Wait. How does the Sanctus Church fit in? All this revisionist history to spread their magic igniters.
Yeah. Very good question, Gina. I'm just trying to think if I could think of the, I think she said 8 tribes. Elda, Ujif, Herapis, the story. The Rogue. Can't remember what Hulkenberg, Neurus, or Stroll are, but I guess those would be the last 3. Oh no, wait, no, there's Nadidia? Wait, did that mean there was more than that? 8? Or one of those not a tribe? Because I'm at 6 right now, and I can think, because Juno's and Nidia. I can't think of what tribe Hulkenberg, Neurus, or Stroll would be, and those are 3 more tribes. That'd be 9 tribes, not 8 tribes. But maybe maybe those aren't the tribes.
Indeed,
we'll just continue.
What are magic igniters to you? Tools for the church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapons that hide magic's true potential? Am I close to the mark? In truth, it's the opposite. Igniters are tools made to limit magic. Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of history's destructive mistakes. The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed, but its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control, and thus control of one's personal magic. At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the truth when it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet,
If it doesn't sound like a good idea.
And the Elder denounced.
I had no idea. There's a grim irony in that.
His Majesty only hid his son's ancestry to protect him. Yet in the end, that meant Forden could attack the village under any pretext he liked, his motives concealed.
With all that said, you have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one mind. As you are now, you may walk the path of the rightful king. The path of a modern world, where the tribes walk as individuals, yet with mutual respect and cooperation.
The sovereign's power. Thou king to be, entrusted with the will of the people. To bear their hopes is to be their rock in the storm, and to face anxiety in their names.
Ooh, you gonna lock a new power?
Yet, anxiety itself is not something to blindly reject or desperately cast away. It begins with a simple thing, acknowledging its existence. Accept thy weakness, walk forward alongside it, and thou wilt grow strong and true in its company.
There's weakness people. I'm sure there are many who would say that helping anyone in need is nothing but a fantasy.
And besides...
But realistic or not, I refuse to accept Luis's methods as the alternative. The weak and those who dissent don't deserve to die out as though that's the natural order. My determination to challenge the unknown has awakened the heroic embodiment of the prince. Let's do it.
Let's fight.
That's
Now
it.
we've got the prince.
I've made up my mind. I'm with you to the end, no matter what.
Where's this coming from?
Before we got there, this guiding voice thing told me my duties were over. But what am I gonna do? Just go, okay, bye? Especially after we've come this far together? No. I'm going to face Luis with you, even if it is scary.
Even you've got to cope with anxiety, eh?
I realized something in our travels. Anxiety can lead people astray, but overcoming it makes a person stronger. There's always anxiety in the unknown. I know what it's like to be afraid of something I don't understand. That's why I think it's my duty to help people face and connect with their anxiety. Is that okay? From now on, it's not about orders. I'm with you, because I want to be.
I'll be counting on you as always.
Same here. Stick close to me, okay?
Well, we're past the worst of it, but the problem remains. Luis's dark magic. We've seen it turn the boy into a monster, and no doubt he can do it again.
A forbidden spell, turning sane mortals into the fearsome human monsters. In other words, a destabilizing magic, turning a person's magla into a snarl beyond control. This man named Luis, he may have his own past in this ancient sanctum.
Luis has been here? What do you know of him?
What do you wish to know?
Well, everything? Okay, well, I guess we'll start the forbidden spell.
What is this forbidden spell?
The essence of magic is in the control of magla. However, just as its chaos may be calmed, it can also be deliberately pushed out of control. That was what you saw. He whipped your innate magic to a frenzy and you were lost to melancholia. Just as the humans of the ancient war once were. In every age, the cause and effect are the same. People learn fear, become slaves to their anxiety, suffer, and thus, the power of magic is born.
I believe Yoda warned us about this.
You mean to say anxiety is the source of all magic?
Magla is a substance born of the heart, generated when one feels anxiety or fear. By certain means, it may be kindled into power. That is what we call magic. In this way, it is by virtue of the anxiety in our hearts that we gain the power to overcome it. Magic is a natural process, and anxiety is its invaluable, irreducible fuel. But in turn, those burdened with more anxiety and fear produce more and more magla from their hearts. Without the willpower to face your fear, the magla overflows. Uncontrollable by magic, it can give rise to strange and terrible happenings as it manifests, with the world embroiled in chaos. These outbursts of swollen magic may be happening all across our kingdom.
'Tis the answer to everything. The melancholia crystals, the beasts driven feral. The very land is erupting with the weight of its people's fears.
Hold on. If Luis's art is rooted in bringing out this chaos, then anyone might be next. He said he became a monster because he's elder, but that wasn't the complete story. If what you say is true...
Indeed. All people today are ultimately descendants of humankind. If Luis so chooses,
And that's what he wants
he
to do.
could
He's
turn
going to
anyone
turn
into a human
the wor-
monster.
world
Yet as
also
long as you have the strength to
overrun by
confront your
humans.
fears, even this transformation may be defied and overcome. What do you wish to know?
tell me about Luis.
Who exactly is Luis?
Every time I heard of his doings in the wider world, I felt more and more sure that Luis is from this village. His knowledge of humans, his skills in magic, his grasp of darker arts, they're all beyond a mere soldier to begin with, however prodigious. As it happens,
Elda?
a name does occur. Among those old families who perished in the fire,
That's the
there
name
was
of his
one by the name
runner.
of Caradrius, a family of doctors, I believe. In an effort to better heal the ills of the people, they had studied spells much like the ones he now exploits. The details are long since lost to the fire. But if Luis bears our legacy, that may be the reason for his vast knowledge.
Wait, what about Luis's ambition? The vision Rella saw? Do you think he actually wants to turn everyone in the kingdom into humans?
There is no known magic strong enough to turn many people at once, and none that can be
The
cast
king's
quickly.
magic?
Even if it was possible, I don't know what it would accomplish. But this is Luis we're talking about. Who knows what he's thinking?
But if he would turn people into humans, if in the unlikely event that happens...
If there is any motive for such cruelty, it can only be hatred. If Luis is truly from this village, then their fire would have cost him everything. Such unjust tragedy could easily beget a thirst for revenge, even if it meant wielding a magic that twisted life into something terrible instead of uplifting it. Indeed, it seems the opposite of an archetype. A truly dark power.
Who goes there? Someone flees!
That's him, the malformed assassin who struck at the prince. He's bound for the woods.
After him!
Gorba? So is everyone safe? We are. We've had no casualties, however. We were swept aside like pebbles, unworthy of even a glance. I could do nothing but watch. I was powerless against him.
No.
There was little else that could have been done. Responsible as they were for the downfall of the resistance, any move we might have made would have resulted in needless sacrifices. I believe the intruders sensed the power of the prince's awakening and came to investigate. I don't know why he would have run away, but surely he has a plan. Tread carefully, please. He's going to go report back to his master. That's the plan.
Ready?
Alright. Let's head after the attacker. Yeah, that's definitely Zorba.
Zorba.
So it was you behind the attack?
Indeed it was. I killed the prince, though he died all too easily. And the odd thing was, his aura felt awfully similar to yours. So I decided to bide my time a while and listen. And it's a good thing I did. There really is something stranger going on. Who are you? Are you the prince or not? Whatever your answer, I must report back to Lord Luis.
Do you have any idea what Luis is really scheming? If he becomes king, everyone in this country is doomed.
If that is what Lord Luis so desires, then I shall see it done.
It's almost impressive how blind your faith in him is.
I suppose it's just easier to follow instead of thinking for himself. He's forgotten anything he really wants.
What did you intend to do? The crown is too heavy a burden for your reedy frame. Lord Luis is the true king, who will save the worthy. And you are nothing but a powerless imposter, only fit to be sacrificed.
He is no imposter, fiend. His Highness has finally taken his first steps on the road to victory. Here at his journey's end, after enduring these countless hardships, he has become a true successor, a true ruler. Because he knows the people's suffering firsthand.
Well, imposter or not, it's all the same if he's a corpse. And so I shall return the prince and his dying legacy to the underworld, where they belong.
Bastard! I wondered why you ran away, but it was all to lure us straight to this monstrosity.
Keep your guard up. The Melancholia is fueling his magic power.
We've come too far to be stopped by something like him. Let's put our power on full display.
All right. The prince so
this guy shows up again just when we've unlocked some new power. Kinda feels like fate by now. Okay, time for a new fight. Stay on your toes.
Yeah, I got it, Gallica. But hidden X is a support for all some of his skills. There's unique traits not found in archetypes, but none of his skills can be transferred. Okay.
All right, let's take it down and then get after Zorba.
We got heroic slash. Damage against human type monsters. That sounds good. All right.
I've got this. Is just what I need.
How about some fire damage?
I shall vanquish evil.
Oh, ice.
The power of ice.
Magic Knight.
And or pierce.
Through them.
So no weakness yet. Wait, is this like the first? Is this the monster we first fought? The first one we ever fought? Isn't it the same? Oh, I believe it is. Okay. All right. Let me see what my sentences are.
Hold nothing back.
You hit their weakness.
Oh, we got a weakness.
Give you the moving to the front. Personal space.
Sorry.
Behold this power. Lightning.
Who needs it? Let's make an
What
end
do
of
you
it.
got? Skyfall bolt. All right.
How it's tougher than I thought.
Oh, leg's almost done. Yeah.
Join with me. Let's do this. You assist?
It didn't affect them.
Okay, so don't use that on the wing.
Is everyone okay? You gotta
Uh-oh.
heal up.
2 down.
People knocked out here.
Not good.
Gotta get back on track. This is not
nothing. Get ugly. Come on, not like this. Someone, please.
Observe the enemy. Magic Knight! I'll run you through!
I think I might have to restart this.
Captain's hurt bad.
Yeah.
Let's get him some healing.
Let's retry.
All right. Let's take it down
All
and
right.
then get after Zorba.
Yes.
Nothing back.
Windblade.
You hit their weakness. That's your opening, Captain. No one here fights alone.
And then... Hellfire Dance.
Great job, Juna. Now they're weak to something new.
Now...
It's up to you.
Batra.
Is everyone all
There
right?
we go.
Like this.
Kind of weak.
Charging in.
No,
I'll get
wait.
some dis-
Actually, yeah, charge in.
I'll cut through. A tough one.
Now for a grand maneuver.
You can do this.
Fire Dance.
Job, Juna. Now they're weak to
me.
something new.
Batra.
Keep it up,
Observe
Stroll.
the enemy.
Take out the wing.
Right there! Still standing, I see.
So come forth, Royal Soul. Let's push through.
Wings down.
That falls.
Captain's hurt bad.
I see.
get him some
I see
healing.
that.
The captain's on his last leg.
Who's got healing stuff? You know, I have to use normal medicines, I guess.
This should
All
be
right.
good.
That helped.
Who needs igniters? I'll show you magic. This calls for one of these.
Go around healing some
Is
people
everyone
here.
all There!
Helpful as ever.
Have our Prince be our main damage dealer.
Apples? Quick, knock them off again. Come on, follow me.
I guess I get to do a Hellfire Dance. I don't see where it would hurt.
Do this.
Great job, Juna.
I shall fight
Now
it.
they're weak to
Let's
something
do this.
new.
You can do this.
Hit their weak point. Keep it up, Stroll.
I stand ready. Oh, power of heroes! This won't do. Come! Is that
I'll just
all?
be a protector again.
Behold, I won't hold back. I'll cut through.
It regenerated the head wings. Here comes another round of wind attacks. Now for a grand maneuver.
It's up to you now.
Great job, Juna.
No. Give me your aid.
Weak to something new.
You can do this.
Right on target.
By the sworn oath of knighthood. Let justice prevail.
More apples? Quick, knock them off again.
Well, can you help with that, Gallica, like you did last time? That would be
No
awesome.
one here fights alone.
We'll combine our strength.
Great job, Juna.
I shall
Now
fight
they're
it.
weak
Let's
to
get on
something
with it.
new.
It's up to you
Hit
now.
their weak point. Keep it up, Stroll.
Observe the enemy. Magic Knight! Strike me if you dare.
I won't hold back.
Stroll's badly wounded. Can anyone heal him?
Yeah, I gotta heal.
Stroll can't take any more. Someone
I
heal
see
him.
that.
Let's do this together.
Let my power support you.
Great job, Juna. Now
After
they're
me.
weak to something new.
You can do
Hit
this.
their weak point. Keep it up,
Is
Stroll.
everyone all right?
Get heals. You'll be okay.
My thanks.
Thanks.
Let's stay calm.
Especially because I'm gonna heal twice.
Take it!
Twas needed.
I owe you.
Thank you.
Oh, you're gonna give yourself turn icons, huh?
Quick, knock them off again!
This is nothing.
Captain's hurt bad!
Can't give up now.
Let's get him some healing!
Alright.
The captain's on his last legs!
Yes, I see that.
Show you! Raging fire!
I can't afford to hold them.
You're gonna heal everyone, Stroll.
I'm obliged.
That helped.
I stand ready.
And
There!
Thanks. Let's go. I'll come through. Still here?
we're good. Thank you, turn
Here
icons.
comes another round of wind attacks! Our legs are back to normal! Ugh! We'd only just taken them out!
No, don't devour.
You're healed!
Damn it.
Gotta do
Alright,
something about
alright.
those apples! Juna's
China.
badly hurt!
Over yet.
Get her some healing!
I'd like to.
Let me handle those apples!
Yes, please do.
Alright!
Thank you, finally.
Now it can't heal itself anymore! Don't waste your chance! Get in there! Come on, help me out!
Let me help!
Great job, Juna!
Fire
Give me your
dance.
aid!
Something new!
Batra.
Juna,
Is
are
everyone
you
all
okay?
right?
You look like you're about to drop!
This should help.
That helps.
Healing stuff.
Helpful as ever.
Thank you.
Come forth, royal soul. A tough one.
He's badly wounded! Can anyone heal him? Oh, someone get him back on his feet! I'm sorry.
Damn it.
We gotta get back on track, or this'll get ugly.
Just the thing.
Time for my grand comeback!
See about that.
More apples? Quick, knock them off again!
Only a flesh wound. Is that all?
Are you done yet?
Come on, not like this! Someone, help, please! I'll go with this. Hey!
I live to see another day.
Hey! Wake up! We're still in a fight here!
Let's try this.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, this shit again.
Juna's badly hurt. Get her some healing.
What a fuss.
Got too many turn icons.
Too many people knocked out here. We gotta get back on track.
No,
I'm slowly beat me. Beat me by her switch around some
Someone heal her.
you know, whatchamacallits?
heroes. As the point of a sword.
Archetypes? This will be fun. This will be easy.
So this
Yeah,
is
that's fine. Okay.
where it ends.
Whatever. Where can I start at?
Do not.
Oh, yeah, we start from the autosave. Alright, here we go.
What now?
I don't see Prince on here. Oh, there it is. I change him to the prince. And give him Cyclone.
All right.
Archon. Medica. And
all right.
Wind dodge. All right. Now, Stroll. Not been a seeker at all. What is seeker pair with? Knight healer or commander? I don't think Stroll's really been any of those things. So you know what? Bro, we're gonna make you a commander.
I see. Fascinating.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I want to have good synergy between my archetypes.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Right. I could get used to this.
Yes. Alright. Falkenberg. I know you're a magic knight, but we're gonna switch you to paladin. Alright. You have nothing that's wind-based, do you? Let's see which one of these would be here. Do health font. I never tried strike damage against it, so let's put this on. And then
all right.
Boost. Oh, I don't have enough Mog. Oh, I see. All right. Well, hold on, 'cause I might need to use Mog on other people. Oh. Who else is in my party? Will, Stroll, Hulkenberg, and Juna. But actually, look at the print real fast.
That is...
Yeah, I know it. Sorry, I meant wrong button. Okay. Allies any? Okay, that's good. You know what, though? Then you get Heisme and Yufa in. Heisme, what do you got? You can be an assassin, a knight. Put you on assassin. Ooh, Wind Sprite Katana, that's good. That'll be a weakness. Alright. Big Ironclad Bond. What? Alright. Yeah, take Plunder Life as well. Then you can heal yourself. Okay. Who else do I want? You've hit. And Juna over Stroll. Alright, Yufa, you're already on. Summoner. Just, I can summon wind people. Yeah, I know I have a wind summon.
That is.
No, I know. Okay, sorry. My bad. Stroll's commander. I need that. Okay. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got my team. Sorry. Wrong button. Take out Hulkenberg, bring in Heismay. There we go. Yeah. This, I think, will be a good team.
Hello.
Can I buy some more potions from you? What you got? Let's let me buy some of these ambrosia. 5 OG. Oh, we got weapons? Okay. So, yeah, common sword.
Yeah.
For him. Can't afford anything else, can I? Not at the moment. Ever.
Now then.
Let's sell Moss Caliber.
Now then.
Don't sell that. The one staff can increase the strength of all magic. Then what's the point of having, you know, 395, 340 over 95, 2, ice. But I'm just gonna start selling stuff again.
Now then.
And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna find better.
Now then.
Weapons.
Now then.
And stuff. Did I replace it?
Now then.
Got one of each, right? No. Which should I sell? This one has the better attack. But I feel, yeah, I'm gonna sell it though.
Now then.
Alright. What about armor? Juna is in the fight right now. Where do I go? Here. Okay. That'll be endurance plus 5. I don't see where that doesn't really much. Magic plus 5. Strength plus 5. Endurance and agility plus 3. You know what? I'm just going back to weapons. Sorry, Hulkenberg, you're not in the fight right now. Heismay, knows I want the wind sprite katana on you. So let's go with Stroll.
Oh.
Now then.
Let's sell that stuff. Oh, actually, I'm gonna be able to buy another weapon, aren't I?
Now then.
Okay. Then, congratulations, Juna. That's fine.
Now then.
We're gonna roll with this. I did set the party, right?
What now?
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Alright, blah, 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 blah.
Ready?
Yep. Blah, 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 blah. I know, I got the royal combined with the prince. Okay, here we go.
Take it down and then get after Zorba.
No.
Do that. I'm gonna do Windblade instead.
You hit their weakness.
Be
That's your
neither
opening,
timid
Captain.
nor arrogant. I'll use what I must.
Anything to steal?
Sorry.
Why, hello
A
there,
ripe apple,
treasure.
okay.
Come on, follow me. Maybe
Like
this
so.
is just what I need. No one
Yeah,
here fights
Hellfire
alone.
Dance.
You now.
Great job, Juna. Now they're weak to something new.
Now time to go offensive.
What we got? Increases allies' defense for 3 turns. You know what? Let's do it.
That helped.
My thanks. A blunder.
Smooth dodge, Juna.
We'll do this together.
We'll team up.
Let's push through.
Let us. Now we strike.
Phantom Tracer, God Killer.
I must.
I don't think that's gonna do it.
Now accept your fate. Erupt!
Thunder Life is a good move.
Come on, follow me.
No. Crimson Flame, there we go.
You hit their weakness.
I can't afford to hold back. No holding back.
And we'll increase our defense some more.
Much thanks.
I'm all prepared.
All right, let's go.
Come on.
Oh, it doesn't have the weakness now because the
More apples?
whatever it was destroyed. Part up top. I think that's the wing.
Assassin! Magla gather!
No one here fights alone.
Let my power support you.
Great job, Juna.
I shall
Now
fight.
they're
Come
weak to
on.
something new.
This should help.
Keep increasing my defense until that's maxed out.
It regenerated the headwinds. Here comes another round of wind attacks.
Oh, the wings are back already? They will stay down for a little longer.
Lend me your strength.
Let me help.
You hit their weakness. That's your opening,
Perhaps
Captain.
face me! Erupt!
Don't I call upon a royal soul? You hit their weakness. Smash them.
I
Don't
shall
let up
rule
now,
the
Juna.
battlefield. Be ready for anything.
Thank you.
Much thanks.
I'm all prepared.
Coordination is key.
Let's push through.
You think yourself
Nice.
equal to a huge assassin?
Yeah.
Magla gather!
As Ricky does think he's equal. I think things is better than you, Heismay. How do you feel about that?
Come on, follow me.
There's only one enemy. Okay.
It's up to you now.
Great
Still
job,
gonna do it.
Juna.
No.
We'll go with that damn
Give
weakness.
me your aid.
Here. Oh. That would have been good to use. Let's see what this
My power support you.
Bluster Blaster maneuver.
You hit their weak point. Keep it up strong.
That was okay.
The blade's edge.
Perhaps this suits assassin!
I just want to know how you feel about dark damage.
Arts.
More apples? Quick, knock them off again.
Please.
That's my plan there, Gallica.
Badly wounded.
Can you focus on someone else, please?
What can I do?
Holy shit, he's somehow alive.
Stroll can't take any more. Now for
Alright.
the maneuver.
Let's do this.
Great job, Juna. Now they're weak
Not
to
out of this
Oh.
yet. This should work.
There.
I will fight with pride. Prince!
Kill everyone. By healing, you can do damage.
It regenerated the head wings. Here comes another round of wind attacks. The legs are back to normal.
Oh boy.
We'd only just taken them
Alright.
out.
It's your apple. Whatever.
Healed. We've got to do something about those apples. Let me handle those apples.
Yes, thank you, Gallica.
All right, leave it to me. Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't
That's
waste
good.
your chance. Get in there.
I'll use what I must. Rancor!
This'll be over soon enough.
I believe it's time to do some healing.
This should be
I
good.
knew you'd help. I owe you.
My thanks.
I can't afford to hold back. Let's get on with
Oh,
it.
really?
Let my power
Hit your weak point. Keep it up, Stroll.
Oh, good, we hit a,
Let's stay calm.
we hit a
Won't hold back.
weakness.
Scour!
You hit their weakness.
Let us clean up
That's
this
your
mess.
opening, Captain.
Now accept your fate.
What about assassinate? Nah, I'll keep doing the,
Darker apologies.
when it's gonna lower it.
Would you finish it?
Mine.
Nice dodge. You've got some fancy footwork, Stroll.
Oh, we're good.
Let's do this together.
You can do this.
Great job, Juna.
Now,
Now
what's the
they're weak
play?
to something
No!
new.
What did you have? Yeah.
This should help.
Thanks.
Quite a boon.
I will fight with come forth, royal soul.
You hit their weakness.
You think yourself
That's
equal
your
to a
opening,
huge
Captain.
assassin? Erupt! Commendable bearing.
It's gonna bring its apples back, right?
More apples? Quick,
Yep.
knock them off again.
That's your job, Gallica. What the hell are you doing?
Dodged. Nice one, Captain. Come on, help me out.
Hey. Oh, already in effect. They're okay. Never mind then.
Behold this power.
Crimson Flame it is.
You hit their weakness.
I shall fight as the noble I am. Commander! Be ready for anything.
That helped.
My thanks.
Let's stay calm.
Still alive. Apples, legs, boss man.
I'll cut through. Still here?
Be neither timid nor arrogant. Assassin! Magla gather. Formidable indeed.
I've got just the This is just what I need. Smashed him.
I think I took care of all the apples.
More apples? Quick, knock them off again. You've regenerated the head wings. Here comes another round of wind attacks.
Okay. I always remember that Cosme has the katana on, the wing katana.
Commander! No, not
Wait.
this.
Oh, you're gonna do some healing. Yeah, you're gonna do some healing.
This calls for one of these.
Thank
I hope I didn't get ahead of myself with the almost the reviving there.
I will fight with pride. Prince! Win!
You hit their weakness.
Let us clean up
That's
this
your
mess.
opening, Captain.
It's over!
I've got just the data. Up close and person, moving back.
No.
Now for a grand maneuver.
Don't have enough MP. I see.
I'm not feeling it.
Oh, in that case, just
Raging fire.
I can't afford to hold
go.
back.
What was Stroll doing? Stroll was healing. Oh, I suppose we could do more healing.
I knew you'd help.
Thanks.
Much thanks.
Let's stay calm. Prince!
You don't have enough
Is there
MP to
another
do
way?
anything, so
This'll do.
should be good now.
The legs are back to normal. God, we'd only just taken them out.
Elka, where are you? You are slacking on your job so hard.
Too slow.
Stroll's badly wounded. Can anyone heal him? You hit their weakness. Nice. Don't underestimate me.
I need the heals.
Be a waste to let this sit.
My thanks. I shall fight as the noble
Do
I
another
am.
round of healing.
This should work.
I knew you'd help.
Thank you.
I will by this power.
You hit their weakness.
You think yourself
That's
equal?
your opening, Captain.
Destroyed it.
There,
Now
wing is
to the
down.
rest.
I'll give you the performance of a lifetime. Let's do this together.
Let my power support
Great
you.
job, Juna. Now
We
they're
got
weak
the
to
fire
something new.
ready for next time.
You've regenerated the head wing. Here comes another round of wind attack.
Let me rethink my strategy here.
Stroll's badly wounded. Can anyone heal him?
Hit first. Roll, I think.
Stroll can't take any
Yeah.
more. Someone heal him.
Okay, I see he can't
After
take
me.
anymore. What do you have? This is good.
We'll combine our
Hit the weak point. Keep it up, Stroll.
That's okay. Prince! The blade's edge! A tough one.
Let us clean up this mess.
You hit their weakness.
Give me an extra turn icon.
I've got it. If I can get moving to the no one here fights alone.
You can do this.
Great job, Juna.
I'm
Now they're weak to
not
something
out of this
new.
yet. I shall vanquish evil. Could do with this.
More apples? Quick, knock them off again.
Seriously, Gallico, where are you at?
Nice dodge. You've got some fancy footwork, Stroll. Let me handle those apples.
Oh, thank you!
All right. Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there.
Come forth, royal soul.
Nice hit. That was
Oh, we got a critical. That's
Me
awesome.
best.
You hit their weakness. Nice. Don't underestimate me. This
I'm not
is
even gonna
just
go
what I
for.
need.
Oh, I already got the weakness on.
You hit their weakness. Don't let them down.
Let's do this.
Got here.
It's up to you now. That helped.
Thanks.
Quite a boon.
Let's take by this power. Ha!
Got it. There we go. Well done. All right. I'm guessing Zorba ran off while this was going on. Wing God's Gale.
Okay. strive for greater heights.
Nice.
Nice. I feel strong.
Marvelous!
The new power to wield.
Of protection.
The bastard got away.
Yes, he did.
Say, you chaps boggle the mind. It's no mean feat to fight on even footing with a human.
I'd hoped as much. You may yet have the power to face Luis at his full strength.
It's good to see you're safe. We've certainly taken these powers a long way. Maybe we thought ourselves invincible, but don't worry. At long last, the prince is safe. In a manner of speaking. Everything's going according to plan.
Still, what's our next move? The people think you a monster. We'll not find any public backing like this.
Alsace once said that His Highness the Prince was a soul born into adversity. He is royalty and elder both, heir to the legacies of heaven and earth. He is water and fire, in condemned conflux.
Hey, his eyes are the same
comes
now.
that His Highness may be revered as the good ruler he can be, then the world will truly be free of prejudice. And that, he said, is why we fight.
In his own words, huh? We have to fight for what he believed in. All the more reason we can't turn from this.
Right.
These bridges won't go away overnight. Nothing could accomplish that, but if we don't believe things can change, they never will.
Come what may, my life is a shield raised in your highness's name. Are you prepared to fight Luis to the bitter end?
Oh, I was gonna say, no, I'm actually gonna run away like a coward, but that's not an option.
We fight him together.
Yes. By our efforts, we will stop Luis's reign.
If he ends up king, he'll be sending all traitors to the gallows. Not just us, but any innocent folks he doesn't find use for.
We've lost too many lives along this journey, and if Luis has his way with the world, such partings would become all too common. We have to stop him.
Look, I'm never giving up hope either, okay? All we have to do is beat him, right?
Yeah! Oh, let's go victory
Looking
song.
forward to the victory song.
Well, we've got bigger things to worry about now. But I can't wait to sing it.
You... I'm still amazed. You really do look just like your mother. Truly, you are a child of fate. Your mother, she loved your father and you with all her heart. The injustice that befell this village is not your fault. But listen well. Once you leave this village, you cannot return until you have fulfilled your ambitions. After all,
But I need to leave to make money so I can buy all your weapons and armor and stuff.
You forever. If you want to overcome your hardest challenges, you'll have to face them yourself. The world's fate is in your hands. Please, put an end to the tragedies of humankind's failures.
Thank you for everything.
Our final battle lies ahead. We cannot lose. Yet, before all else, His Highness has only just awoken. Let us rest in the Gauntlet Runner for today, and advance to the royal capital tomorrow.
It's a bit strange, isn't it? I was convinced we'd been together for a long time. But I can't believe we've only just met. The beginning of my journey may have been a false memory. But my journey with you and the memories we've made, those are all real. Well, guess I'm repeating myself. But I'm glad we're working together.
Stay beside me.
Stay beside me forever.
Wow. When you put it like that, you're gonna make me blush. But thanks.
If I come to trial, I can sense newfound conviction from Gallicus, both an ally and a friend.
The mystical fairy,
Ooh.
Gallica.
Gallica's gonna rank up.
Still keeps the virtues of
Good.
the mage. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of her newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
We've got the path to tomorrow in front of us.
You can
and I'm
now
gonna
study
lead
the
the way.
Elemental Master and Warlock. Okay. Hell yeah!
When things get tough, remember this magic. The music meant for you will play in your head.
This is the magic of music the Gallica cast for me once. Now that I think about it, it may have helped me in ways I didn't realize.
By the way, the Chieftess told me something about your novel. Apparently your parents gave you that book when you were still just a kid. I wonder what your parents wanted you to get from reading it. What they hoped for you, I guess. I suppose you'll have to find out for yourself.
This book is the legacy of my parents, the late King of Euchronia and the Queen of the Eldan Sanctum. Perhaps the utopia depicted in this book wasn't a mere fantasy, but ideas of the old world passed down in the Sanctum.
The part we're reading today is the last chapter. It's about the ruler of this ideal world. Let's read it together. The last chapter is about the ruler of a utopia. The
That would
one
be
who
me.
governs this utopia must have an unwavering
Captain,
will
your prince.
to maintain justice in this world. There are innumerable obstacles to overcome, yet, as long as one lives by their ideals, those who support them are sure to follow. A utopia is not the creation of a single mind or a single power. It is a world shaped by all its people. The last part sounds a little more metaphorical. There's a little more. However, even a utopia may one day fray at the edges, and its people may come to conflict over the question of what is right. What is a true utopia? What is a true ruler? None have yet found the answers to these questions.
True utopia has never been achieved. The so-called utopia depicted within the novel is based on the old world, but fell into ruin and was destroyed by war. If this book traces the trajectory of the old world, are these truly the ideals we're striving for? It seems rather the opposite.
So even the author of this book struggled with these questions. And if you become king, you'll have plenty of tough questions and struggles to face yourself. Lady Cruiday mentioned the king was a real idealist when he first arrived at the village, but little by little, the pains of reality crushed his hope. And he even lost his son. In the end, his will was broken. He didn't lift a finger to stop the church's rise to power. With that in mind, I can honestly see why people would be drawn to Luis. His values are radical and cruel, but he's devoted to them. Unshakable, even. But we can't lose either. For the sake of everyone who has believed in us along the way.
Even if I were to win the throne, there's no guarantee my idealistic version could ever become a reality.
Right.
And yet, what choice is there but to believe in them and fight on? The alternative is to accept that nothing will change.
You've got the power to change the world. And the one who gave it to you was, well, yourself. And that's what I'm going to help you with. That's my mission. My real mission. And I'm going to see it through.
Discussing novel and our ideals with Gallica, I close my eyes. Oh, we're back in academia. It seems that I've been some of my more in a dream.
I saw what happened. So, you found a way to unequivocally shape your destiny. As far as I know, there is no record of your newly acquired archetype ever being used, even in ancient times. An archetype whose existence was only theoretical, known to some scholars as the magic of true sovereignty. Indeed, a power of legend. I once said that to be Elder was your inescapable fate. However, it seems the truth was more complex than that. Magic is a process by which we confront fate and tame anxiety. And archetypes are its essence. They are manifestations of a resolve capable of heroic virtue. So then, what do you think is the foremost, most inescapable fate a person must bear?
The foremost fate?
It's not going to give me options to choose from?
For me to be me, and for you to be you? Or something like that.
Indeed. It is birth that is inescapable. You cannot choose who you are born to, and once your familial place is determined, that fate cannot be changed. Yet by some strange tangle of destiny, you were given a choice that the very act of existence denies most people. By your own will, you were born again as a prince. Do you understand? You stand on the threshold of truly becoming a ruler, not as an unearned title of bloodline's chance, nor as a mere authority over people. You have taken control of your life. You are ready to rule your very self. That is what it truly means to be a hero. And it is the crux of the power that is awakened within you. What glorious coincidence indeed, that I, as a scholar of archetypes, might cross paths with and witness such a remarkably fated boy. It almost bespeaks it.
Indeed, 'tis his hands that bear our fate.
Who?
Yeah.
I remember. I know that I know this voice. Had I forgotten it all this time? Yes. I swear I've heard it before. And I let it slip from my mind. Who are you? You with this voice that moves hearts. Speak. Who are you? Why have you awakened this boy to his power?
If it is answers you seek, then go and claim them.
Are you? Could you be?
As for you, I bid thee awaken. Move
I already did that.
to thy final ordeal. Take thy place at the final proving of the ascension of kings.
My consciousness faded away and I was sent back to my sleep. Reminded that Moore was the author of the fantasy novel. Did Moore visit the ancient Eldan sanctum?
Time marches on, and the age of a
Is
new
Moore going
king
to turn out to be his
draws
mother
nearer.
somehow? Which, whatever.
Okay, all our preparations are just about set. Now that this is actually happening, I've got some pre-show jitters.
All this royalty? I always felt they lived in a different world to the likes of me. Never figured I'd be walking alongside one myself.
'Tis proof that bloodline decides nothing. We are one people living in a shared world.
Looks like this is gonna be our last mission. Any final words you want to say?
Yeah, yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
that's about right.
What do I say?
Wow. I feel so motivated.
Yet if he suddenly spoke with the eloquence of a philosopher king, 'twould bemuse more than it would spur.
You can take it at your own pace. We're all getting used to it gradually.
About the new stuff you've felt and learned since becoming the prince. Can I ask you one more thing? Why is it that you want to be king? It's not about honor or power, is it?
Some coin would be nice. Yeah. Yeah, some coin would be
it'd be nice to have more coin in hand.
I'm gonna assume you were hoping to lighten the mood.
Tis no secret that we have struggled to fund our own armory. Yet do remember, there is a place and time for these japes.
Well, I guess this means we're ready as we're gonna be.
They didn't give me the option for world domination. So...
This place here.
I don't know. You know, that would have been my first choice, world domination. Well, I guess it's time to head to the royal capital and confront Luis again. Yes, I think that's what we're doing. Let's
move.
Let's find out. Let's go back to Grand Trail. We'll stop Luis this time for sure. Alright, let's go. Without long Grand Trail will give us a warm reception, still we should choose not to fight, then Luis victims only pile higher. Easy to say with anyone, but doing it's a whole nother thing. All the more reason we gotta prove we're serious about by putting our lives on the line. We'll lead by example. Besides, it won't be the first time we've crawled all our way up from the bottom. I don't know. I'm thinking I might not have a fight yet.
Having made so many sacrifices, the group
Perhaps I
has
will.
gained new powers and ascertained new truths. Their arch-enemy, Luis, already has one hand on the throne. Even so, they march ever forward, spirits rekindled by battle. They head to Grand Trad, for the fight is far from over.
That
I almost forgot these guys.
Nowhere to be found. I suppose it's only a matter of time until Luis takes the throne.
Speaking of which, I don't see the general. The voice of the pro-Luis faction became too overwhelming. He was ultimately forced out of his position. Why is this happening? Even if the Sanctus Church's favor has collapsed, why is it that Luis alone is reaping the benefits?
The public mind is the same as it's always been. It's too difficult to find answers in themselves, so they follow those who provide. We've certainly relied on that ourselves.
It's always easier to follow than to have to make all the risks yourself. Now that we are out of ideas, what can we do?
Can you imagine Luis on the throne? Can you imagine what he'd do with us? We'd be the first on the chopping block. Do we hide? Run? Our ships are in port.
Is this really the time for idle chit-chat?
Who are you?
Just a
How do they
passing
not know who he
wastrel.
is?
Thought I'd drop in for a word since I was in the area. You might have one way to survive.
Oh wait, is he gonna get them to back the prince?
Well then, let us depart.
Lord Luis, your pardon. We've encountered an unexpected snag. I killed the prince in the Eldan village. I confirmed his death, yet it appears the boy candidate has merged with his corpse.
You and the screensaver on me.
It seems the prince is now resurrected.
Resurrected?
Yes, and what's more, the boy candidate was the actual prince after all. Something about his soul having traveled independently and then returning to his corporeal body.
I see. So his ideal form was spun from Magla. Whatever the case, this means the land's true prince has reawakened in his sanctum. How interesting. After these long years, my chase may finally come to an end. My nemesis awaits.
Lord Luis, what is it about that bastard that fascinates you?
Yeah.
Wait, is Luis gonna try to be his like brother or something like that?
I have to do better. I need more power. I will show Lord Luis I am worthy of his gaze.
This guy sims
Soon
hard.
we're arriving above the royal capital.
Excellent. As planned, increase altitude and enter the royal palace in the sky.
Are you certain? We'll be heading directly to His Majesty, the former king, and...
Rest assured, that old fool is powerless to stop me now. Proceed.
Are you so sure about that, Luis? I feel like Luis is a little too overconfident at times. wanted poster?
Any takers? Any bets for the other candidates? Remember, if Luis loses, a silver coin could turn into mountains of Reef.
What are you trying to say? You think Count Luis is going to lose?
Oh, no, of course not. I'm just saying.
I'll call that bet. All in on His Highness the Prince.
A Sanctus bigwig gambling away his tides? This really is the end of the world. Didn't know his esteemed princeliness had any supporters left.
I mean, he's not really the prince, is he? Was actually a monster in disguise all along. Haven't you heard the news? The times we live in, I tell you.
Must be tough, being an easy mark. It didn't take much for you to buy everything Luis was selling about the prince. The fireworks went off the moment he said, "Behold." Remember? You don't think there's any chance Luis orchestrated the entire thing?
Oi, churchman! You saying Count Luis lied to us? You think he cast some big illusion?
An illusion, eh? What if I said it's a power more dangerous than that? Always struck me as odd. We all know Luis, the mighty human slayer, but how does he keep finding the things one after another? Seems a bit convenient, if you ask me. Like he knows in advance where these monsters will appear to cause havoc.
Easy to nitpick and gripe about him, isn't it, churchman? Maybe someone needs to shut you up.
All right. Let's keep things civil, eh? No sense becoming a monster yourself.
Oi! What's all this fuss about?
Damn it! When Count Luis is king, you'll all be the first at the gallows. You'll die just like Forden.
Yeah, after them.
Well, they're probably just as anxious as the rest of us. All that yelling and thrashing helps fight it off. Humans have been sighted near the capital, after all.
It's more than that. Pockets of society have resented the upper class for ages now, but this might be the spark that lights the kindling. Luis's respect for power is certainly cruel, but it's fair to an extent. Those of us pushing the status quo have always struggled to understand the appeal.
Even then, everyone's on edge. They'll jump at any excuse to argue and snarl at each other. Never seen it this bad. Not normal, I say.
Blind fanaticism and doom go hand in hand. If we don't find some common ground soon, it'll collapse beneath us.
This is very true about today's world.
Luis left saying that he'd be waiting at the royal capital. Only one place he could be. All eyes are on his Skyrunner as it rises to the flying palace. What are we about to see?
The royal palace. It's been a while. Do you hear me, O king? Stubborn and deathless? This country is distorted. You and the other titled authorities decide who grows fat and who is devoured. The country knows no war only because our very core is built upon a system of societal predator and prey. It cannot be defied from within. That is peace, but not order. Hand over the royal scepter. The game is over. The country needs change, and I will provide it.
Thou impertinent faith breaker, hast thou no shame in preempting the day of judgment?
Do you presume yourself a god? Is that why you wrought your face in stone and took it to the heavens? You're nothing. Just an ordinary, broken old man.
How wouldst thou wield the king's magic? To what end?
To purify all that your kind have left to rot. You threw away your ideals, but I will never make that mistake.
Only the people's chosen may take the throne. The royal scepter and its resting place remain beyond you.
This royal scepter, the royal magic. Did you think that only generations of kings were aware of their secrets? Why someone can manipulate world-changing power by use of only a single scepter? Why only those supported by the people can use it. Listen well, O King. The truth behind the royal magic.
Okay, so we don't get to hear this.
So it's true. The country truly is putrid with sin. In other words,
sin's the power behind the royal magic. Is that what he's saying?
The power to change the world itself.
How didst thou learn of this?
How?
Thou wert Eldan.
You were not always blind to this country's rot. When you visited our sanctum, I saw and knew the passion in your heart. And yet, what happened to our village? What happened to this country?
Oh.
You cannot stop me any longer, nor can anyone else. Save one lone possibility.
I think he means us.
Snatching victory from the maw of catastrophe, the party descends again on the royal capital, Grand Trad. But they are greeted only by ominous skies. Their return hardly counts as a triumph, considering how they departed. Anticipating conflict, the Gauntlet Runner comes to a quiet stop. What the hell's wrong with the sky?
Isn't that... Oi! That monster boy's come back!
Yep, monster boy.
That's why the sky's grown so hellish. The half-dead bastard returns with his head held high.
A more aggressive welcome than I expected. Would any introductions help them to understand?
No.
It's useless. Words are cheap. Still, we should walk with pride instead of trying to keep our heads down.
True enough.
His Royal Highness, the Prince, returns. Luis distorted his form through strange and terrible magics, but the curse is now dispelled. His true form has been restored.
Oi, if that's really His Highness, then tell us why didn't His Majesty in the sky stop all this bloodshed?
Because he's an imposter! Just like Count Luis said! You'll not fool us again, beast!
Oi, calm down.
I thought they weren't going to try and talk to him.
And you! Never thought I'd see one of the Magnus brothers standing against Count Luis, even the thick one. He took in a parapus like you, and you spit on him. Scum! Only thing traitors deserve is a tight rope and a stiff beam. And you want us to support the prince?
Lady Juno, I can't believe this. I admired you. Why would you risk dying alongside some fake prince? I don't intend on dying with anyone. Besides, I'm still me, whoever I'm standing with.
Hey, you chief! Weren't you the wretch who got kicked out of the knighthood? Now you're with this pack of throne chasers. Shame. Shame!
Mustari girl! You ungrateful pagan! Count Luis brought down the Sanctus Church for you!
Alright, can we just kill them all?
How dare you strike out at him? They're all traitors, I say!
What is all this? The truth of the prince hardly matters to them. Every one of them's only concerned with their own emotions and nothing else.
We'll have your heads on pike soon enough. Leave! Get out of our royal capital!
If they're just monsters, we can deal with them ourselves. How about it?
Oh yes, bring it on.
This is bad. They really are out for our blood. Has everyone gone insane?
Oi, over here! Don't bother with...
Seriously, game?
This one out. You need to run, now!
We weren't away from the city that long. What happened?
The recording's fine, but it's just my monitor's off.
So bloodthirsty now.
The
come
prince
back on.
turning into a monster
There it is.
before their eyes still lingers in their minds. After all, a monster entered into their society disguised as a person.
No, that's not.
I know, it's not true. But truth and how it appears to the citizens are different beasts. Moreover, humans have been sighted closer than ever before. The royal capital's populace is unused to danger, so they've become suspicious of each other. How fares your neighbor? Do you run in circles with monsters in disguise? Are questions on the tip of every tongue. Ever since Forden's death, Luis has everyone on a knife edge. He's erratic, and nobody knows how he'll react to those who defy him if push comes to shove.
So, at the core of it, people are scared witless and they cling to Luis as a savior, rather than the devil he is.
You well know that Luis cares not one whit about social status, especially as a token of birthright. No amount of wealth or standing can buy his protection. So even those who may have opposed him at first now counsel that condemning him would be imprudent, as it puts their safety at risk.
Then we're stuffed. He won't save anyone. And oh yeah, he can create humans, by the way.
Oh, that's all true then. I have my suspicions, but it's still a bit of a jolt.
All true.
This all said, in my humble opinion, what we're seeing in the people now has been in the works for some time. Now, has the tournament for the throne truly ever been a fair contest? The Sanctus Church bent it to its whim, and I abetted that. To my shame. Before I met you people, I didn't have much to me but anger and quips. Yeah, I'd rant and snipe and have my cynical little discourse, but I'd only looked to others for change. Now maybe that outlook's our real enemy. Blind fanaticism, like I had. Even if there's no malice to it, it's a dangerous thing. Hard to think clear when your mind's a muddy stream.
We've been told Magla is born from people's anxiety. Perhaps the proof is now before our eyes.
Kind of ironic.
Of course, Luis needs all that
We have to do
Magla
something
power
about
to
it.
turn
If we
everyone
don't,
into a
I'll
human.
never listen. We'll only ever be seen as an enemy.
I had the inn prepared. They won't let anyone in but you lot. Let's head there for now, shall we?
Nurse is heading back to the gauntlet runner. It seems like the city's calmed down at least a tiny bit. They have a hard time wrecking our gauntlet runner, but we still shouldn't chance it.
All right.
We should make our way over to the Hushed Honeybee. Everyone else has already gone ahead.
Hey.
Isn't time for detours? Okay, sorry. No detours. Where the hell, vile human prince? Man, Luis has really got it. Everyone riled up, but that's fine, right? What's important is we don't break over this.
This is all right. Luis is the only one.
Feels like forever since I've been back here. I know I was just here right before the fight with Luis, but... Oh, here we go.
Everyone, I'm glad you made it back in one piece. Since you left, Luisa's following has only grown.
Have you
Maria?
changed? You're still the same person, aren't you?
'Tis quite a story, but it deserves explaining. I only hope you can believe us.
Alright, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. I had thought all this business with declaring yourself the prince was a well-meaning bluff.
It was.
But under the deception, you were, in fact, the actual prince. Is that right? Still, I mean, how do you get the whole country to believe your story? Is that even possible?
Frankly, I doubt it. We've just seen
Kill
firsthand
everyone who
how
doesn't
far we'll
believe.
get trying to talk the people down.
Then what will you do? If this goes on...
But you're still you, yes? You came to help everyone, just like you helped me before, right?
Like, why is it so hot in here? I'm like, my fan's not on.
Yes, that's right. It'll all turn out fine.
Good.
I see. So, even if no one believes
There we
you,
go.
you're still determined to settle the score with Luis head on?
Even so, the gulf between us is wider than ever. The people have all but named him their champion. With so little time, a guileless appeal to the public may fall on deaf ears.
Hard luck for the honest knight. Not much room left for civil debate now that Luis is openly advocating killing his opposition. Well, that ship sailed when the king's magic faded. Anyway, if there is a key to turning the tide, first place I'd look is the castle in the sky.
Where Luis
You
is?
saw how violent and volatile the city folk are now, but I don't think it's as simple as fearing Luis. I've been keeping an eye on the royal capital while you were off on your jaunt through the woods. Frankly, the change in public sentiment was too sudden, unnatural. It's as if they've been collectively drained of their sanity, and if I had to guess what's causing it...
You're implying it's Luis's doing? Or the eeriness in the sky? Is that because...
Don't know, but the change in the citizens is certainly odd. If something really is forcing it, that means we might still have a chance to fix it.
What Luis is doing in the royal palace, whether or not he truly desires a world ever run by humans, we won't know his mind until we confront it.
On the other hand, it may well be bait for a trap.
Yeah?
There's gotta be something up there.
Then it's settled.
Could be a trap.
Head to the royal palace and put a stop to whatever Luis is cooking up. With that Skyrunner, you're the only ones who can. And we'll fight in the ways we can too. We'll make sure the whole kingdom hears that the real prince is back after all the strife he's been through.
How do you know they're going to believe you?
If you can make things better, you might just inspire everyone to remember their own hopes and dreams. Maria's been terribly patient, waiting for you and believing in you. It'd be nice to see her smile again.
Right.
If Luis is behind all... Hold on. If Luis is behind all these disturbances, then stopping him will only help us in the approval ratings. If we can restore civility and national thought, it will pave the way to defeating Luis. We must press on with faith in that.
I'll always believe in you. We'll all do our best, so you can be a good king.
Indeed. If we win, I suppose you really will be king.
We're counting on you.
I just can't wait to be king.
'Tis too late today for a grand charge, I fear. Let us take a night's rest, and on the morrow we make for the castle.
Dun, dun.
What to pick?
Alright. No shopping. Guess it's nighty-night time.
Good night.
Yeah, good night, Galka.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 31 days remain.
That was new. I can't remember what the old one was, but that wasn't the same as the old one.
To all the people who dwell in this land,
This voice?
soon naught but 1 month will remain. On the dawn of the day of the hero, the one who has inspired the greatest faith of the people shall inherit the kingdom. I bid thee forget not these words.
Okay, I guess those were the
I wasn't
words.
expecting to wake up to such a spectacle, but I suppose that confirms it. This is where it ends.
Luis has already fortified himself behind the palace walls. Good thing we've got a Skyrunner, or it'd already be over for us.
Or perhaps it is us he has been waiting for all this time.
However disturbing the world looks now, 'tis only a prelude to the deadland Luis strives for.
Sky looks proper hellish already. And with all the humans out there, it's no wonder everyone's losing their grip.
Well, he wanted a fair world where strength decides everything. Funny how that's indistinguishable from absolute chaos.
But it's Luis who has the most support right now. And that wasn't born of deception. He broke the nation's order, and everyone knows it.
True enough. That's what got Ardell and I dreaming to begin with. Figured the world where the poor and weak get trampled on was a world worth breaking. Come to think of it, what do we all stand for, really?
Yeah, let's go for hope, I guess.
Hope.
A little broad, don't you think?
I don't
Yeah,
really
I'm
know
a very
what
broad
everyone's
king.
talking about. But everyone who's seen you and your friends say you're amazing. You make them really, really happy. Because, you know, you've got all the tribes in your team. Everyone's different, but you keep working together and doing great. You're so cool.
A fair point. You're quite right, Maria. It is a hard thing to word, so forgive my fumbling. But perhaps 'tis a matter of standing for something Luis does not believe exists.
Quality?
We must prove
I guess
that
he
it
believes
does.
equality exists in a certain way.
And you keep on working hard for it, it will come true.
That's right, love. I can think of plenty of people who would be much happier if they took a page from your book.
I see now. This is surely the essence of true magic.
Best of luck,
What
Your
is it?
Highness. After all
Spell
those
it out for
speeches
me, I'm
about
too dumb
taking
to
the
understand.
throne, it'll be awfully irresponsible to go dying on us now.
Luis claims victory, everyone will be sacrificed in his wake. We have to prevent that from happening. Whatever Luis is doing in the royal palace has to be stopped as soon as possible, and it's up to us to do it.
Right, thank you.
Well, we'd best keep an eye on the calendar. The king's deadline was the dawn of the day of the hero, so we've got until the day before. And that won't be the end of things either. Even if people come to their senses, it would amount to nothing if Luis sits upon the throne. Personally, I think we should prioritize our main objective here.
Okay.
I'm sure we'd get it done, but we have to make sure we have at least one day to spare before the day of the hero.
We've got a few days left, so it's up to you how we spend them. When we set off, let's do it with no regrets. So Luis is hiding in the floating royal palace here. We have to stop him. I won't accept King Luis. Here's where we are in
You might have to.